Kensington and Adams Ave. So across the street from Hooker Park at Kensington and Adams Ave stands the Worrell-Winter house, probably from the 1713, 1718 era. About a year ago, I was driving down this street, and when I was driving, I saw that house, and I said to myself, that house looks old. Go look at that house. So I parked my car, and when I got out of my car, I started talking to myself like I'm doing right now. And I said to myself, what the hell is this house doing here? This looks like an awfully old house. How old is this house? Where did this house come from? What's the story with this house? I stood outside and I was talking to myself so long. The owner of the property came out to make sure I wasn't a crackhead or anything. And then he starts telling me, oh, this is one of the oldest houses in America. It's older than Alfred's Alley. So when I pulled up to this house, it was all boarded up windows. Oh, no, the windows weren't boarded up. They were falling apart. Dilapidated windows. Oh me, oh my. This historic building is getting sad. But the building is sad no longer. And today, we are invited guests to take a tour of its very first open house. So let's take a tour of this really old house in Frankfurt.
I just cannot believe.
Please let me sit there and see the captain.
Hit like and subscribe. So, this is Andy. Andy is the owner of this house.
If there is,
Now,
I don't know where.
you know, I do my YouTube thing.
Oh, yeah.
I meet developers all the time. You're the first developer to actually fix something up and not knock it down. So as a Philadelphian, thank you. That was nice of you.
Thank you.
What's the goal? What are we doing with this house, Andy?
Basically, the house by deed is mine, but is more the American people house.
Uh-huh.
The house more for the American people. It's going to be probably a museum and for visitors and to educate the new generation about the American Revolution and how we get our freedom.
I met Andy a year ago. I was YouTube, and he didn't know what the hell I was doing. He probably thought I was just a crazy guy.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, Andy, I don't know what else to say, but thank you for doing this. It's great to know that people are actually going to know history happened in Frankfurt.
Yeah,
So-
basically people like Jason from the King's Highway
Right.
just spoke about that. People thinking that all the story happened in Center City, but the truth is most of the history happened here in Frankfurt
Right.
because it was a straight way, a route to New York.
Right.
And everything happened here.
Right.
So I think we have a credit in Frankfurt for that, and we have to observe and keep the history to teach the young generation to have a better future.
I got to give you respect. All right, that's my trip. That's my trip to the Worrell-Winter house. This is what it looked like 300 years, 1700, 1800. Oh, no, you don't count 17. 1800, 1900, 300 years old in the middle of Frankfurt. And a year ago, it looked abandoned, and now it looks nice. It has nice doors. It looks nice. It doesn't look abandoned anymore. So, Andy, thank you for doing that. And make sure you hit like and subscribe. And I'll sail with you later. Toodles!